Is that a tiny, tiny cat?
And modern discourse surrounding video games, especially newer ones, the focus is often shifted to depictions
Gooner game. Dude, I hope that they will still have Ada in the new Resident Evil, and I hope that she's still going to be hot. Oh, she was so peak here. Oh my god. She was so peak. Dude, these characters are so badly created. You know, the worst thing is I actually checked the face model for this character, and she is so very pretty. I don't know the rest of them, but like she looked actually really cute. Did you see the rumor that Ashley is in the new Ori? Is she? I have not seen it. Wait, the lower left is female? Her? I think she's supposed to be like non-binary, or they are supposed to be non-binary. I don't know. It was Tosh.
depictions of women in games. How female characters are designed and what has changed now when we compare them.
Dude, I feel like Elizabeth was the it girl of gaming before everyone started gooning for like gamer like characters. I remember so many cosplays and videos and pictures and everything. You know, that was like, I don't know, man. This was like a culture shift or something. Yeah, before Overwatch, we had Elizabeth at home.
Two designs from older games. If you are at all aware of conversations like these in online spaces like Twitter or
I like her lamp. I like you see this lamp? I kinda like her lamp.
Or YouTube, then you know that this is a conversation that gets very heated very fast. I have weighed in on this topic myself several times, and this is
Censorship remastered. I'm so fucking done with censorships. Just get them in. The death of dude, this she's based. I saw oh my god, these are good videos. Yeah, and she's very pretty.
something that I like discussing and giving my opinion on because I feel like not enough women in this space feel like they can be honest. And the reason for that is exactly what I just mentioned.
Listen, she's cute, she's pretty, she has lamps. Is she perfect? Probably. I'm already in. What are we talking about? Yeah, absolutely.
The conversation gets heated very fast. Also,
she have a baby. Yeah, it's me. Goo Goo Gaga. It was me all along.
Of labels and mean
she
words
has a
get
husband.
thrown around.
That's also me.
It's not really something that most people want to deal with, understandably. Lucky for you guys, I don't really care, so I'm gonna say it anyway. One of the stupidest and most hollow arguments that you will hear when you bring up the fact that there has been
and no nose ring, and she's feminine, and she has womanly charms, and she's, oh my god, I can only get so erect. Come on, I need to be respectful.
A very obvious change in how women are depicted in video games is that you are wrong for criticizing.
Where's the cat? She's taken. She's happily married with a baby. That is me. Goo Goo Gaga.
It, and you just want female characters to fit into your hyper femme fantasy of fuckability.
You know what? Yeah. Am I a bad person because I want to look at someone who I would hypothetically want to fuck? I don't think so. I don't see the problem. Am I supposed to pay attention to a character which I would be like, wow, I wouldn't even touch you with a stick? Jesus Christ. Yeah, horrible person. That's me.
This is a real comment that I got, by the way, on my World of Warcraft video where I talk about how Liadrin does not look like a blood elf. Or how
there is no way that's... No, that can't be her. No, but the blood elves were slutty. That's why we always got so much shit. Because we were sluts. Where is her sluttiness? Oh, come on. What the hell? Bro, I thought that was a dude. Like, Anduin looks more like a fucking blood elf at this point than this dude, girl, lady. Jesus Christ.
She doesn't really fit that specific, already well-established look that we've grown accustomed to for years. One thing that is said to me over and over again whenever I bring this up is that I just want to pander to Gooners, and that unless video game characters look like porn stars, they're apparently not good enough for me.
Listen, I have seen very ugly and obese porn stars, okay? Like, I don't discriminate. It doesn't have to be like that. I just want to see attractive characters. Why is it bad that people want to consume beauty? Didn't like the ancient Greeks and the lads in Rome were like writing philosophies and poets and everything about like beauty, and they were just like searching the beauty and living for, because patriarchy is something that's bollocks. That's not real.
I find it so...
They like the pooch because the pooch is cute.
Hypocritical and ironic that the people that accuse me of these sorts of things are the ones that are bringing this conversation into some very vulgar and sexual places.
Okay, but listen, girl, those are the people who are gonna stay single forever, nose ring, feminist, shaved buzz cut, blue hair, flex, pronouns, whatever, blue sky account. Like, you don't have to pay attention. They are not worthy of your attention.
It is incredibly harmful to equate femininity to a term like fuckability. It's weird, and it suggests that presenting as more feminine is this thing that solely revolves around being more attractive to men, and that it cannot just be a thing where women express themselves in this way for the sake of expressing themselves in this way. I've already said this in my Why I Only Play.
It's so interesting how there's a certain group of people who decided they really hate femininity. Like, they hate it when someone actually looks like not even elegant, but like, just like, you know, like long hair and like sort of like clean and pretty and whatever. I wonder why. I wonder if it's like, hey, I cannot be like, I don't know, insert supermodel here, so I'm just going to be a weird goblin in between two genders, and I'm just going to yell at pretty people that they are not pretty, or something like that. Because they look like a fucking orc! Don't be like that. Some of the orcs were really bangable, okay? It's kinda mean.
A old games video where it's starting to feel a lot...
Dude, I had this frame printed, and it was right above my bed. I had a thing for this chick before I even drew a fan art. My mother still has the picture I drew of this elf. I was so... You have no idea how many times I've rewatched the trailer over and over and over again. I was obsessed with it. Dude, that was like my sexual awakening before the sexual awakening, because she was beautiful.
Like, femininity and the term in itself, especially in gaming, is becoming this like inherently evil, vulgar thing. With comments like this, my point is proven. For some reason, calling for more...
Ah, yes. You know, every time I watch a video of her, she always has a dick. I don't know why. Every time I have never seen her in the receiving position. It's always that she has like a thing, you know? Yeah.
For more feminine characters that aren't big, strong...
Dude, the blue lipstick. It doesn't... it's such a bad... I can't believe that this actually went through, man. Like, you know... It's always fun to like laugh at Concord, like they fucked up, but then you look at a character like this and it's like, how did it pass through so much? You know, like the blue eyeshadows, the blue lips, but it's also the purple stripes and the green. Like, there is nothing pleasant about the colors. The color harmony is awful. I wonder what the artist looked like. I'm scared. It's just so awful, you know? It's so offensive. I don't know, man. Like, God, it's awful. They did not ask the artist. I would have quit. If they would have been like, hey, listen, Scoo, we have to draw something, and this is what you have to do, I would be like, bye. No, I don't think so.
Big, strong, muscular girl bosses, or haven't had their appearance...
You know... You have that beautiful woman and you do this, I think I would contact my lawyers. I would have like, am I this ugly? Is it me? Is it them? What happened? Right? What the fuck is that? Dude, it's the Star Wars Outlaw. It looks so bad. She was like kind of like a Han Solo, but with like a really ugly model. I don't know. Like, what's the point of hiring beautiful women if you will just butcher them? I don't get it. Like, then just get someone who is ugly, you know, then and make it like how she is. What's the point? I would be so sad if I would be this chick and this is what I get.
Visibly toned down from their real life models is
no way, no way. Oh, the Fable chick. No way that she's actually pretty and they, oh my god. Okay, I would actually do a lawsuit for this. Dude, she has a super adorable face. And this, what is that? Dude, I have seen better looking homeless people than that. Jesus. Oh, I would be so offended. Oh, I would actually sue the
Turning
company.
strong buff woman into Futu is so vanilla at this point, it's boring, and shows that the artist is boring.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to bore you. I'm sorry.
seen as equal to asking for something really
So
offensive
sad.
and crass. Demonizing people for speaking about it is wrong. Pretending that being more drawn to conventionally attractive characters is anything but human nature is also wrong. And
It's all because they don't want the boys to goon. But what about Bay? What about Bay?
I do think that there are definitely things that can be unhelpful in this discussion, like that one meme that somebody made with the character from Ghost of Yotai, where they added the really exaggerated.
Okay, listen. Tits aside. Come on, come on. I'm not saying that they have to be like that, but you, at this point, do you remember Mulan, the cartoon? How she was like not a really girly girl, like she was a fanboy, sorry, a tomboy, but like she was still sort of like pretty and feminine, and that's why they thought that she's like kind of like a fanboy, but you know, like I feel like this is what they would kind of want to do, except this person looks like a dude. I'm sorry, there's it's an NPC. It's not a main character. There's nothing eye-catchy about it. It just looks like an average NPC. I would take out one from a crowd. It's boring. It's bland. It's so sad. Not every beautiful woman knows how to dress themselves. I don't think that was the problem here. Look up the VA. It's actually based on her. I saw the VA, and the VA looks better than this.
Chest and said, "This is made for gamers." But I see that, and I don't personally take this seriously. I actually think that this is more than likely satire. It's a sort of a...
Listen, even she didn't look this bad. I'm not saying that she was hot, but she looked better than the render.
A rage bait that people seem to fall for every time. I just know that Reddit had a field day with...
You know what's going to flop? What's that game? I forgot the title. With the black chick who is bald and looks very cocky, and it's sci-fi. And she was like leaning back in the chair and say, "I guess I will go." I forgot what's the name. It's going to come out like next year or yeah, Intergalactic. Yeah. If they are not going to change something incredibly, it's going to be dead on arrival. I won't play it. I will be honest, I am superficial enough that I will play a game if the main character is cute/hot. Like, why would I play a game where they are just like ugly? Like, unless the gameplay is so phenomenal that I'm like, okay, it's just so good, I literally don't care, I want to play the game.
Here you go, SQU. I wish you good luck in finding your millionaire channel bag
thank
BF in the future. I also wish you a happy, healthy life in the future, D.
Thank you! I thought you were gonna say a healthy futa in my life, but I will take this too. D!
that one. Now, first of all, conventionally attractive does not necessarily mean sexy, but on the topic of sexy game characters, I did do a video about this very topic a while back.
Do girls really care? Dude, girls care. Who do you think is going to buy the cutest, always like, what was it? Like in League of Legends, what is that skin like called when they are like magical girls? Like, okay, yeah, sure, femboys are always going to. But how many times you see that a girl can't even play fucking League, but they have all the fucking skins? The magical girl Lux, whatever outfit. Yeah, the Star Guardian one. Yeah.
How do women really feel about them in games? So this is something that I actually talked to my mom about as well, but also just based on the comment section from that video, the thing that I've gathered is that what we really want are options. We want the option.
I wanna have the option to be cute. I don't wanna look ugly. Like you know, like I played Undead in World of Warcraft a lot, and whether you deem an undead hot is debatable, but I did enjoy making myself as cute as possible despite my bones showing, you know? And I kind of like that. That was really nice. And ironically, some women tend to go for the sluttiest outfits. Yeah, because
to be able to run around in a chainmail bikini or go full coverage plate armor, epic medieval knight style. You know this is true even if you look at the sort of trans moms that
10 skimpy mate sets one. Jesus.
Girls do for their World of Warcraft characters. And I think that's super fair. And you know what game had options? The original Oblivion. Remember my video on censorship in the Oblivion remaster where I showed the changes in clothing and art?
Jesus Christ. Those are some. Where is the tits?
Armor that were made to appear less feminine on the female body. The part about them making
God forbid a nice décolletage is present. Where are them tits?
Chests smaller, taking away the things from female bodies that we literally cannot help having in favor of that more androgynous look. One comment that I got on that video was that it's good that they got rid of that stuff, especially the boob armor, because that didn't exist in real life and that doesn't make any sense.
I hate that argument. Oh my god, it didn't exist. So did not magic and dragons and whatever. What do you want? If you want it to be realistic, then this woman wouldn't be in armor. She would be birthing her 13th child after the first 8 already died. And she would be only 22. That would be realistic. Or dying of the fucking plague. Like, what are we talking about?
Sense. And you know what? That's a valid conversation to sit down and have, especially if you're going for a game with more historical accuracy in terms of things like armor. And that is something that I can totally get behind. But in taking certain options away, you do just that. You take away options. You see, in the original
I thought it was Shrek. It's beautiful. I just glanced at it for a split second. I was like, oh shit, Shrek.
Oblivion, not every armor set changed on female characters. The steel armor set, for example, was the exact same on both genders.
But do you see how pretty the face looked like? Like, you could tell clearly that that's a girl behind it, because the face was feminine and pretty.
But if you really wanted that weird fantasy game look for female characters with the boob armor, you could have it as well. Sure, it's not practical, but none of this is real anyway, and if we start talking about practical...
Listen, you know what's not practical? Wearing a thong. Do you know how many women are still wearing thong? It's not practical at all. It slides in between your cheeks, it covers nothing, you feel like there is like a stick in between the bones. Bro, it's awkward, it's uncomfortable, it's weird, like... there you go. And we still have it.
How about we don't mention the glass armor and how that would fare in the real world? But the armor changed along with all of the obvious changes to make chests smaller and less apparent or covered completely.
Is she having an almond, like a gigantic almond in her hand? And like a blender blade? Is that...
told me everything that I needed to know. It sends the message that the female body is this bad thing that we should cover up. We shouldn't bring any attention to.
Fucking Zarya. I will be honest with you, I didn't mind Zarya because there was like one hero and the rest of it was like hot. But once they shifted and they started to make the boys sluttier than the girls, I was like, yeah, she was like fine. And it's all right to have like masculine chicks. Like it's all right to have like short pink hair. But let's be real, that's like a very small percentage of people who will look like this. You know? It's not going to be every second person who you meet. And also it's an acquired taste.
It, and the only valid female characters are the ones that are fully covered.
Dude.
And
oh man, she looks so ugly. That's a dude.
Games like
that's a
Stellar
dude.
Blade and Bayonetta have it right all along. Sexy, kick-ass, and we haven't really cared because amazing gameplay.
Yeah. That's a dude. Dude, like fucking Blood Elves are supposed to be slutty. They literally dance to Britney Spears' Toxic. Did we forget that? That's their racial dance. To Britney Spears' fucking Toxic. And I get like this weird gay dude looking motherfucker.
look like they could take down any man with their bare hands. And look, there are times when that sort of thing can be really cool. I love a Brienne of Tarth moment.
Okay, but she was cute. And she was tall. And I actually liked the romance that the redhead guy had a thing for her. It was a wasted opportunity. I was shipping them. Why did she have to have crush on Jamie? That was besides the point. Ending was shite. I liked the degenerate icy guy. I was like, please give him a chance. The man means well. He was trying so hard.
I think that she's such a cool character. No, she wasn't traditionally feminine, and yes, she was physically way stronger than the average woman and man. But there was a story to tell there. She was an interesting character who had this alternative take on femininity.
Or, you know what? I could have been fine with Jamie if Jamie doesn't go back to Cersei. That was such a stupid ending. It's like character development? Yeah. Into the trash. Anyways, I haven't fucked my sister in years. Let me just.
Interesting character who had this alternative take on femininity. And I didn't feel like she was that way just because. There was so much meaning there. But when every single character is made to be a sort of Brienne of Tarth, it loses its meaning. It stops being interesting.
Spoilers, bro. Dude, it ended like fucking 10 years ago. What do you mean, spoilers?
And special, it gets boring. At that point, it does feel like it's being done specifically to send some kind of message. It's actually insanely ironic just how conservative the standards have gotten when it comes to female game characters, especially in things like the Oblivion remaster, for which...
It's, you know what it reminds me? There is that one wrestler girl whose name I always forget. And she looks like a goth muscle mommy. And I remember how people, like these Karens, were so fucking disappointed that she has a husband. Yeah, Rhea Ripley or what her name is. Yeah, her. And she's very pretty, very muscly, and like she does like the wrestling. Wait, I will get you. Rhea Ripley. Professional wrestler, right? And she's like really hot, and everyone was like, what do you mean she's not a lesbian? And I'm like, she doesn't need to be. She's very pretty and she's very muscly and she's very dummy mommy. And why would she need to be a lesbian? Like, I swear to God, these people always want everything to be gay. Like, I have nothing about, like, you love whoever you love, but it doesn't mean that everyone has to be gay. It's all right to have the boys share a dummy mommy. It's fine. The boys are still so in, you know?
Funny enough, I got called a conservative.
Damn. Well, I mean, you're married with a child, basically. You're just a victim of patriarchy, actually. I'm sorry, girl. You're just brainwashed. I'm sorry. You know nothing. It's your husband who is ruling above you. Must be true.
Pointing it out. But people were praising the changes made in the remaster as if the original Oblivion was somehow this hypersexual game with a lot of focus on the female body, a Gooner game, if you will. But it wasn't. For me pointing out that there was nothing wrong with this, I got labeled all sorts of things. And honestly, real talk, if you have a problem with this, then I don't see you as any different than the bottom feeders from over at 4chan who come into my comment section and say things like I'm prostituting myself for views when I wear a lower cut top in the video.
These are Karens. Nah, man. No, 4chaners would celebrate a goonage time. They wouldn't call her things. Nah, man. I don't believe that. Like, yeah, sure, they are gonna call you a whore, but they will still enjoy it, right? This is some Twitter nonsense.
You guys are too.
They have direction. Don't tell me. They have like the soys. No, this sounds like a Redditor, man. I don't believe in. But by fortune.
Sides of the same coin. In trying to tone down female characters and then having visceral reactions when a studio makes a character in a more revealing outfit, what we're actually
Straight
ending up with.
Tomboys are such an endangered breed. Sag.
I know, dude. Like nowadays, if you're a tomboy, they will either tell you that you're non-binary or that you should be a dude or you should be just like really into girls. Like they don't allow girls to actually have a tomboy phase. And then you either stay a tomboy or not, whatever. They always try to push them for something that they don't want to be. Yeah, where's the tomboy shortage, bro?
Are easily forgettable and generally bland designs for female characters. It's kind of like studios are afraid to make more appealing female characters. Again,
I think that's changing. I think this was popular sort of like after COVID because a bunch of annoying people got into power, but everyone realized that now these games are coming out that, you know, like they are not selling. No one is buying these games and they just flop one after the other. And it's like you see games like Stellar Blade and everyone is fuming because like the chick has like nice ass. But yeah, it's almost like the boys are attracted to attractive women. Wow. That's crazy.
And easily forgettable, not a lot of effort put into their design. But even going away from like the revealing outfits conversation, I don't think that an appealing female character needs to have a super revealing outfit.
They don't like it when a girl looks cute and innocent and approachable. The problem is that they think that it's not bitchy enough. They wouldn't think that these are strong characters because they are not bitchy and they haven't told their male counterparts that they are actually wrong on everything yet. Kitana is a badass bitch. Yeah, but she was also very feminine, right? So maybe if you would cover this up and also cover this up and also cover this up, and if you could put a little bit of a mustache and a little bit of an armpit hair, that would be great. Also, how about we don't give him her muscles, but just like a little bit of like chunk, a little bit here, a little bit there. See, perfect.
A character that I always bring up in these conversations is Jade from Beyond Good and Evil. She definitely has a more alternative take on femininity. She's more of a tomboy, shorter hair, unconventional color lipstick, but she sticks with you. You remember her. It's a character that's appealing not because she's this really sexy, hyper-feminine being, but she clearly is a female character that was designed by a person who has a positive attitude towards women. And that really shines through. She is strong in ways that don't necessarily mean that she has to be super jacked and she can wield a warhammer, but she's smart and that's part of gameplay. You are encouraged to find ways other than physical fighting to progress, and she does a really good job with all of that. I've kind of gone from
I have never seen that game before. But she looks cute. I like tomboys. Like, you don't always have to have tits out for Harambe. You just don't have to be an obnoxious bitch. There you go.
making female characters less sexualized to making them
Obnoxious.
super bland. More and more, I find that female characters are turning into background character number 4. And it is in part because we're on this really
Heck
weird
yeah.
crusade against these elusive Gooners that seem to be ruining everything. I don't know why I should care that somebody, God forbid, is attracted to one of my favorite female characters. Like, that's none of my business, really. It doesn't affect me that somebody's over there, like, drooling over a particular character. But I'm enjoying it because games are meant to be fun. Part of the fun are
What? Really? You sure about that? I thought games were meant to be propaganda. If I don't even have propaganda in my game, is it really a game?
appealing game characters, because then you have cosplayers who take on the character and show their interpretation of it. And cosplay is such a great thing in my opinion because it really is open to everybody, no matter your race, no matter what shape or size you are, no matter what your background is. I remember seeing this TikTok from a plus size creator who was cosplaying a character from the anime One Piece. Don't quote me on that because I haven't watched One Piece, but I believe she was cosplaying Boa Hancock. Somebody in her comments said, well, actually, you look more like this character and you probably should have done this cosplay instead. Again, I don't watch anime, I haven't watched One Piece, so I'm not sure exactly who they were referring to, but I know that the character that they brought up is fat. The creator responded by saying, just because I'm plus-sized does not mean I always have to cosplay fat characters. And yeah, she is 100% right, because that's not what cosplay is. This idea that attractive characters are
What do you mean? So you're saying you don't have to be what you are if you're playing a pretend reality. So if I want to play a game and I want to be in a fantasy world, I don't have to bring my political affiliation, my gender, my weight, my spinal scoliosis degree into a game, but I can pretend to be something else. I can forget about my worries and for a few hours just relax and disassociate? What? The fuck? What are you talking about? The truth is, man doesn't want a Karen wife speak that loudly, too much weirdness and hassle. I mean, I guess. Make-believe fantasy? Bah, some do. No, those are like masochists, man. A Karen. Okay, there is a difference between a slightly mean wife and a Karen wife. Okay, no one wants a Karen. You might want a slightly mean wife who will yell at you and then sit on your face. That's different. That's not a Karen. Okay? I'm protecting it for no reason at all.
somehow harmful and they're not for everybody is absurd. Deep down, all of us want to look good.
Are you No, that was good. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm not self-reporting. I don't know what you mean. No. So slightly mean if you were like, that's actually the term, okay? That's the term. I didn't make this up.
One side has people yelling that femme character who doesn't look like a supermodel is woke, while the other side sees a woman confident in a revealing outfit and says it's Gooner bait. You can't win.
You absolutely can win. You just have to ignore the retards. You know, most of the time, you just have to ask a picture of these people, like, how do you look like? And if their weight starts with 100, you can just like, that's fine. You know what? This might be not for you. Maybe play something else. And most of the times, that's the fun part. Most of the times, these people don't even play these games. You know, they just like yapping about it, that, wow, this is so sexist. This is for the male game. Blah, 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 blah. Have you played it? No. Are you going to play it? No. I just wanted to complain about it, you know? So copy out of my way. No, you're perfect. Mwah.
For me, like, that's part of the appeal of cosplay, getting a character who's really attractive, dressing up as this character, and seeing myself in that character.
Dude, that's like literally the ultimate female fantasy. Every girl wants that. You have a pretty character and you will dress it up and it's going to be cute and you're gonna level it up and you will do cutesy things. Why do you think microtransactions exist? Come on, it's all for us.
Appealing game characters inspire people, no matter what they look like or who they are, to come up with something, their own interpretation of said character. This whole thing of not appealing to someone's fantasy or the male fantasy in the long run is actually perpetuating an unhealthy attitude
Hello,
towards
Space
women.
Yak
Not allowed
Cat.
to have attractive characters because the Gooners might like them. Blaming
What's wrong with the Gooners, man? It's like, you don't want men to catcall you. Okay, they stopped doing that. You don't want men to talk to you online in a flirty way. Okay, they stopped doing that. Now you don't even want them to goon to like fictional characters? Like, what are they supposed to do? Just like, I don't know, look at the wall? Seriously.
attractive female characters because men are attracted to them. Just think about that for 1 second.
Just
At the end of the day, there is a
You know what? These are the same people who will call out, like, you remember when we watched videos about those passport bros? When the dudes who have had enough of, like, entitled bitches, they go to, like, either Asia or, like, to Balkan countries, and they bring home a wife who is, like, cute and pretty and feminine, and they even like them, and they get, like, so fucking angry about it. You know what they want? Gentlemen, they want you guys to be under them, and not in the kinky way, in, like, servitude. That's what they want. You should be serving them humbly. You should be like, like a servant or something. I probably will. No, don't do that to yourself. What the hell?
conversation to be had here, absolutely, but the Gooner game argument is unproductive, unintelligent, and it does way more harm than good. There is this idea that women somehow cannot have this opinion that I'm expressing in this video, and that if we say these things, we're just pandering to somebody.
Oh my god, you're such a pick-me. What do you mean that you think that men deserve happiness too? They are just animals. Ugh.
Because how could I possibly form this original opinion without your permission? Video games are art.
Wow.
Video game characters are art. It's also valid to criticize the art for very obviously approaching female character design with this caution against the Gooners that in actual fact is creating a hostile attitude towards femininity.
I want you to know that they are always mad about the Gooners, and then you would read the fanfic that these people are into, and it's like, he was 2 meters tall and muscly, and he aggressively pushed me against the wall, and I bruised because I'm so tiny and delicate, but he didn't stop. He thrusted his javelin inside me. I bled because it was my first time. Oh, but the pain with the pleasure, it all mixed, and now I'm addicted to it. That's literally all of them. Fucking all of them. It doesn't even have to be like a furry thing. It's just always something so porn-ish. You know, it's they don't read about romance. It's always about really aggressive sex or something. And I'm just like, how is that different? I mean, you know what? That is different because the boys more often have a very wholesome thing. They are just like, okay, you will be my waifu and we will stay together forever. And meanwhile, the girls are just like, that's it. Who wrote a book for women? Suna. You know? And then they held hands. How lewd. Slap you guys the fucking what? Okay, I'm gonna pick you up.
Whatever side of this argument you're on, you are entitled to your own opinion. You don't have to agree with me. One thing that I will stand very firmly on is that equating femininity, just the simple concept of femininity without sexual attraction, without all of that, equating it to something really vulgar and using terms like fuckability and Gooner game, especially when you're shown examples of something really tame and just like elements that women really cannot help having. When you use such harsh language to describe all of that, you are part of the problem. That's my take on the situation. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. As always, huge shout out to my channel members, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
She's cute. I'm going to subscribe. I'm going to check out her other videos as well. I like her.